You wouldn't want to look like a hamburger, right? I would rather look like a mean, lean chicken breast. Basically, you are what you eat. Training only stands for 30%. Remaining of the 70% is really depends on what you eat, what you put into your body.
Meet Chuando Tan, a remarkable Singaporean photographer, model, actor, and author who has become an internet sensation for one extraordinary reason: his age seems almost impossible to believe.
They are giving me this mascot of Forever Young, but it's a title that no one can keep.
Born in 1966, Chuando Tan has spent decades in the fashion and entertainment world. But what truly captured global attention was his incredibly youthful appearance. Even well into his 50s, Tan appeared remarkably similar to photographs of himself from his younger years. His smooth complexion, athletic physique, and energetic appearance have often led people on social media to guess that he is somewhere in his 30s. In 2023, at the age of 57, he continued to challenge the way many people think about aging. Looking at photographs from his 20s, alongside more recent images, the resemblance is striking. His appearance has sparked countless conversations online about fitness, nutrition, skincare, lifestyle, and the factors that may influence how we age. But here's the important question: is Chuando Tan simply blessed with exceptional genetics, or are his daily habits helping him maintain such a youthful appearance? In this video, we'll take a look at Chuando's exercise routine and lifestyle habits, along with his favorite dietary choices for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We'll also share 8 foods he regularly eats and the foods he avoids to maintain his health, fitness, and youthful appearance. What I eats. What Chuando eats for breakfast. When it comes to breakfast, Chuando keeps things quite simple and focuses mainly on protein. During an interview with the Straits Times at Marina Bay Sands in Singapore, he chose a straightforward breakfast with eggs as the main part of his meal. His plate included 6 poached eggs, although he only ate 2 of the yolks. He also had a small slice of French toast, along with some grilled vegetables. Eggs are an affordable, easily available, and convenient source of high-quality protein. They also contain leucine, an amino acid that plays an important role in maintaining and building muscle. For older adults, eggs can provide several useful nutrients, including vitamin D and omega-3 fatty acids, depending on the type of eggs consumed. Protein becomes especially important as we get older, because maintaining muscle mass can become more challenging with age. That's why a simple protein-rich breakfast like eggs may be a practical choice for supporting muscle health and helping reduce the risk of age-related muscle loss, also known as sarcopenia. Oats. When Chuando has more time to prepare breakfast at home, he sometimes chooses a bowl of oatmeal instead. His homemade oatmeal can include milk, eggs, honey, and avocado, with a sprinkle of chia seeds on top. Oats are especially rich in a type of soluble fiber called beta-glucan. This fiber may help support healthy blood sugar and cholesterol levels, which are important factors for heart health. Beta-glucan also acts as a source of food for beneficial gut bacteria, helping support a healthy gut microbiome. And because oats are rich in fiber, they can help you feel full for longer. The other ingredients add their own nutritional benefits. Avocado provides healthy fats along with nutrients such as vitamin E and folate. It may also support heart and eye health as part of a balanced diet. Chia seeds are another excellent source of fiber. They also contain antioxidants, minerals, and plant-based omega-3 fatty acids. Together, these ingredients make a simple but nutrient-dense breakfast, providing fiber, healthy fats, and protein while supporting digestion, heart health, and overall well-being. Lunch and dinner. For lunch and dinner, Chuando admits that his food choices are quite simple, because he often eats the same meals, whether he is at home or dining out in Orchard Road, Singapore. When eating out, he usually chooses either fish soup or chicken with rice. He isn't too concerned about whether the food is fancy or tastes amazing. For him, freshness is what matters most. When he has fish soup, Chuando prefers to enjoy the broth and fish without adding extra carbohydrates. For chicken and rice, he usually chooses chicken breast, along with a small portion of brown rice or vegetables. He lightly marinates the chicken with olive oil and balsamic vinegar before cooking it in a toaster oven. He avoids adding salt and may use a small amount of dark soy sauce for extra flavor. Chuando also enjoys fresh green salads, especially as part of his dinner. Overall, his meals are quite straightforward, focusing on lean protein, vegetables, and moderate portions of carbohydrates. For snacks, nuts and berries, Chuando also keeps his snacks simple. In the morning, he likes to start his day with a small serving of berries. When he is busy and doesn't have time for a proper meal, he may grab a handful of nuts, such as almonds or cashews. He usually keeps the portion small, around 10 almonds rather than a large quantity. Durian. When it comes to fruit, Chuando Tan is also a fan of durian. Despite its strong smell, this tropical fruit is often called the king of fruits, and when you look at its nutritional profile, it's easy to see why durian is considered nutrient-rich. A cup of durian pulp provides a significant amount of vitamin C, along with thiamine, manganese, and vitamin B6. It also contains nutrients such as potassium, riboflavin, copper, folate, magnesium, and niacin. Durian also contains several types of antioxidants, including anthocyanins, carotenoids, polyphenols, and flavonoids. Ice cream. Although Chuando mostly prefers natural and minimally processed foods, he admits that ice cream is one of his weaknesses. That doesn't mean he eats it regularly. In fact, he says he may enjoy ice cream only about once a month, and when he does, he prefers to have it during the first half of the day. His choice is Häagen-Dazs vanilla ice cream, but even then, he doesn't eat the entire pint at once. He divides it into about 3 servings. For Chuando, the key is moderation, rather than completely avoiding the foods he enjoys. What Chuando doesn't eat. As we've seen, Chuando's diet focuses mainly on lean protein, vegetables, fruits, nuts, berries, and relatively moderate amounts of carbohydrates. But just as important as what he eats is what he chooses to avoid. No added sugar. Apart from his occasional ice cream, Chuando tries to stay away from sugary foods. Eating too much added sugar can contribute to several health problems, and research has also explored links between high sugar intake, inflammation, and biological aging. One area scientists have studied is telomeres, protective structures at the ends of our chromosomes. Shorter telomeres are associated with cellular aging, although the relationship between diet, sugar, and telomere length is still being researched. Water over other drinks. Chuando also keeps his drinks simple. Water is his main choice, and he drinks plenty of it throughout the day. He generally avoids coffee and tea, although when traveling and feeling relaxed, he may occasionally have a skinny cappuccino. He also avoids smoking and rarely drinks alcohol. Chuando has said that while he eventually developed a taste for wine, he doesn't really drink it. Less oil. When eating out, Chuando tries to avoid meals that are excessively oily. For example, when having hot pot, he prefers a lighter broth rather than a heavy, oily one. For the ingredients, he chooses options such as fish, tofu, and vegetables. He also tries not to drink the hot pot broth because it can contain a high amount of sodium and other added ingredients. And although Chuando enjoys the taste of tempura, he keeps it as an occasional indulgence rather than something he eats regularly. No heavy sauces. Another interesting habit is that Chuando tries to avoid sauces whenever possible. He has even shared that when he was younger and eating out with friends, he would sometimes dip his food in hot water to remove some of the sauce before eating it. His friends thought the habit was unusual, but for Chuando, it was simply part of his approach to eating clean. He says that choosing healthier foods has become a habit for him after many years of being interested in fitness, swimming, bodybuilding, and going to the gym, and that long-term consistency seems to be one of the biggest themes behind his lifestyle. No late-night eating. Finally, Chuando follows another simple eating habit. He says that he avoids eating for around 7 hours before going to bed. Whether or not this exact timing is necessary for everyone, his overall approach is clear. Eat mindfully, keep portions under control, stay active, and make healthy habits part of everyday life. Exercise routine. Chuando has been exercising since he was young, and he continues to stay disciplined with his routine even today. Now in his 50s, he takes a more relaxed approach to exercise. During a good week, he may go to the gym around 5 times, spending no more than an hour and a half per session. But even 3 gym sessions a week can be enough for him to stay consistent. During his gym workouts, he divides his time between strength training and cardio. He usually spends no more than 30 minutes on strength exercises, followed by some form of cardio. Because of a previous knee injury, Chuando avoids jogging. Instead, he walks at a fast pace on the treadmill. Swimming is another important part of his routine. He usually goes to the swimming pool in the evening and spends around an hour swimming. Skincare routine. Chuando's well-maintained skin also plays a role in his youthful appearance. He says he has sensitive skin, so he keeps his skincare routine very simple. He uses just 2 products on his face every day: a gel face wash and a moisturizing cream. Staying hydrated is also an important part of his routine. Chuando makes sure to drink plenty of water while avoiding certain beverages, which we'll talk about later. As for his hair, Chuando has noticed a few gray strands over the years, but instead of going for the natural salt and pepper look, he chooses to use hair dye. When it comes to cosmetic procedures, Chuando says he has experimented with Botox only once. However, he didn't particularly like the results or the experience, so he decided not to have any further cosmetic treatments. Stress management. Stress can have a big impact on our skin and overall health, so it's no surprise that Chuando tries to keep his stress levels to a minimum. So, what's his secret? In his own words, Chuando says he has tried many different jobs throughout his life, but eventually stopped to focus on the things he really enjoys. He loves meeting people, communicating, setting up photo shoots, and taking photographs. He believes that when you spend your time doing something you don't enjoy, you can end up feeling unhappy, and that may also affect your health. Chuando channels his passion into different projects, including photography, fashion photo shoots, and writing books. He continues to stay busy with the things he genuinely enjoys. His lifestyle reflects the simple idea that when you love what you do, it doesn't feel like work. And there may be some science behind this idea. Research from University College London followed more than 11,000 people, aged 50 and above, for almost 10 years. The study found that people who reported higher levels of happiness had a lower risk of death during the following years. Other research from Finland has also looked at the connection between work-related stress and our DNA. Severe work-related exhaustion has been associated with shorter telomeres, which are protective structures found at the ends of our chromosomes. Longer telomeres are generally associated with healthier aging, while shorter telomeres have been linked with aging and some age-related diseases. So, keeping stress under control and spending more time doing things you genuinely enjoy may be another important part of healthy aging.